Fight.
Hostro World! Guess who's back? Hey, Hastrobros back again. Also, the NBA season is back again. Oh my god. I get excited. I'm happy to be here for another NBA season. We haven't really gone anywhere, peoples. You know, we had the Olympics that we talked about couple weeks or months back. That was fun. But no, we're here for another NBA season start. There's been a lot of things, or quite a few interesting things going on over the summer. We're here to talk about that. But I just want to officially welcome you all back to another NBA season with the Hastrobros. You got my boy Ray in the building alongside Hawks, you know, the controversial talker. And super LeBron fan. He's going to be excited this season. I know that for sure. He got two LeBrons to talk about, but we can get into that later. But yeah, just officially welcome to the show. How you doing, Ray? It's been a few weeks.
Doing well. I was just gonna say doing great, but the typical me, hair sweating like a pot cover in this Beijing heat. But outside of that, I doing good, man. I can't complain. Just a little hungry. I can't lay, but just a little bit hungry. But excited to be back on the NBA grind with the guys. The season kind of starting out hot with the off season. A lot of stuff happened. The preseason going on. Oh no, a lot of stuff happening there. Like I seen guys playing pretty hard for preseason, to be honest.
Yep.
So excited to chop it up. Had a great game last night with the Knicks and the Timberwolves. So excited to talk about that specifically as well as we go through the show.
Nice. What you Hawks? How's life?
Life is great. I feel great. I don't know if the viewers were able to see that intro that I just heard, right? But that new intro was top notch. Were they able to hear that, Ravon?
Of course.
That intro was it. That was fire. But other than that,
I have bars in my head.
Hey, spit that bars like 8 more to a Kendrick, you know. But he opened the west side. But everything's good. I feel great. I've been keeping up with basketball, watching the basketball. I've been actually logged on to a lot more football as of recent as well as in soccer. The Premier League has been pretty epic. My team Chelsea has been rejuvenated and playing with life. All hail Cole Palmer for no. Things looking better. Things looking better. So I'm happy to see Chelsea back in the race. And I'm good.
Good stuff. Peoples, if you're in the stream and you're excited to hear what we can talk about today in this stream, hit that like button, please. And thank you. Really do appreciate it. But we're running a slightly late tonight, and we just want to dive right into some of these talks. First of all, let me talk about some of the preseason stuff that's been going on. Long anticipated was Bronny James and LeBron team up. Hats, again, I can come to you first on that topic. We know Bronny James had a lot of scrutiny on his trajectory to the NBA roster. And, you know, with his dad being who he is and everyone kind of speculating, well, this is nepotism at the highest level, which I'm all for, by the way. No qualms about nepotism. But people have been questioning whether he's good enough or not to join the league. And LeBron himself, senior, is just excited that he gets to play with his son on the court, and this is going to make history. What are your thoughts, Hakeem? Where you stand?
First of all, I want to say I'm extremely happy for Bronny James Jr. to be able to make it to the NBA. You know, his route can be questioned if it was legitimate, if it was nepotism. At the end of the day, he's in the NBA. He's made it. I think because he's LeBron James' son, of course, there is an extremely bright light that's on him at all times. And he's not going to be given that time or the peace to just develop as a player. You know, we don't really expect much from a player in their first season, especially a player who was drafted with like 59 or 60th to the draft. So it's not like he's a high draft pick. He's a second round pick at any day. Give him time to develop. His defense has been looking pretty steady, in my opinion. All reports say he plays good defense. He hustles hard. And come on, he's LeBron James' son. He doesn't have a choice but to play hard, right? Hustle and show his worth to be on the court. Because at the end of the day, no one's gonna say he deserves to be there. But the offense has been shaky. But I said he's new, give him some time to develop. At the end of the day, it's history. I'm happy to see LeBron James' son on the court with him. It goes to the is a testimony of LeBron James' longevity, and just to see them make history. I'm hoping they actually do make history, and something doesn't happen, and Bronny gets injured or some knock on wood, or LeBron gets injured, knock on wood. But hope they can share the court, have that special bond, and I actually hope they can actually develop some chemistry together, which I'm pretty sure they already have it, to be honest. But to really see that on the court and to be fruitful, not just a 2 point here or I don't want to hear the James family combined for 35 points. LeBron James has 33 points. I don't want to hear nothing like that. I want to hear LeBron James 25 points, Bronny 10 points. You know what? Something along those lines. I can live with that. So I would love to see that happen. But just give Bronny some time, and I think he'll settle in and he become a
How much time? How much time you think Bronny needs?
fear.
Come on.
Some players get 2-3 years. They just have to show progression. They just have to show progress in the right areas. Whether it's a
Mhm.
3 and D, whether you're gonna be a defensive guy, could get some buckets in the paint, whether you're gonna be a spot up shooter and that's all you do. You just need to see progress generally. Add every year, add something to your skill, to your toolkit, and improve. So, but then by year 3, year 4, you can say, okay, this is what this guy is known for. He's a good player. He's consistent, and then just go from there. That's all you can ask for. So I think
Where, where,
just
where,
give
where you stand on this, Rayvon? Because I don't know how much time Hakim think this guy need.
every player needs some time. Everybody needs some time.
I don't think Bronny James was ready to come to the NBA yet, but the Lakers grant LeBron his wish and got his son to the NBA. One of the things that LeBron has been extremely vocal about is being able to play with his son at some point in his career, and he made sure he made that happen as soon as the opportunity was available. So shout out to LeBron for making his own dreams come true. Something you can say
his
other
own
people.
his own his own dreams.
Yep, yep.
LeBron might only got 2 more wishes left, yo.
But that's a big one that he fulfilled. So I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
he could sleep happier at night. Because I'm pretty sure he's a pretty happy guy already. Um, as I said though, I don't think Bronny is ready to be in the NBA. Kind of feel a sorry about the fact that he gets such a bag for being the 50 whatever pick in the draft. I don't feel like that's
Seven
super fair
mil.
either.
He's a marketable player.
But
He's gonna
yes,
he's gonna drive revenue. He's a marketable player. Let's go.
yeah,
Let's leave it
I-
leave it down
that-
there.
that's the only point I could see where you can give him that money because he's already got the name. He probably is one of the most followed NBA players on Instagram already, like even before he came into the league, et cetera, et cetera. From that perspective, I can understand. But as a player, he ain't ready yet, in my opinion. And despite that, though, I will continue to say I'm glad for this moment for LeBron, and I'm pretty sure he will go there. And in that first game, I just hope that they do it on the first game and not string it along. And I got waiting to see when LeBron and Bronny can actually play in a real game together, even though they already do it in preseason. When they can do it. So I hope they
Yeah.
just do it in the first game, rip the band-aid off, and get over with. I hope JJ Ryder is hearing this. Please, please don't do it because every week can be hearing, when is the LeBron and Bronny gonna play? When is LeBron and Bronny gonna play? And it can just be a whole story over and over and over and over every
So do,
single
so,
week.
so do you think that the 52nd or the 53rd player is better than Bronny or the 54th player?
Maybe.
I don't feel there's much difference. I just feel it's a case where the light is being shined on Bronny. If he didn't have that last name, no one would be talking about Bronny, right? He would have the
Yeah,
time
because he won't
and
be in the league.
he
He'll be
the
in
man.
college.
We can say the road is questionable. He could have still earned his way into the league. The point of the
Well,
Yeah,
beat,
I think so.
point, the
I
point of
am
the
not
matter
Honestly,
is
questioning the road.
the
Like
point
I
of the
say,
matter, the
I'm
point of the
all
matter
for the
is
road. It's just
People,
that.
everyone's saying he's not ready yet, but can you say the 54th player is ready? Can you say the 59th player is ready? Can you say the last pick in the first round is ready? It just some players come in the league and are awful. The first, how many first round busts have we had over the years? That guy Markel Fultz came in the league and couldn't shoot. Granted, he was the number one player in his draft and he was excellent in college. But somebody came in and couldn't shoot. People were
Yeah,
doubting
but
his
that could have
ability.
been,
Nah, that's different. You can't compare
nerves
Markel
and
because
stuff
his
like that,
yeah
right? But
he had a whole
he showed
injury
you
issue and
work.
stuff like that. Yeah,
Exactly.
he
Point
was
about it.
Showed you work.
he was able
And
to show the work in college.
He
Bronny
did,
showed
but
nothing.
but
Bronny showed
but he came in
nothing.
the league and was bummy. I was just saying players come in the league in the
All
first round
right.
and move
yeah,
bummy.
but that's like a
So
standout scenario though, Hakeem. We
Come on,
talking
bro.
about what have you shown to earn your spot in the league. That's what
you
we
can't
talking
tell me what
about.
the
Bronny
54. You
shoots.
can't tell me what the 54th player from last season did in the draft. You don't know because these men
I'm certain though.
second round players don't get any light. You don't know, but unless you happen to excel
That's
quickly,
not so,
you
bro.
don't get
I can
much
give you
light.
an example. Second round
And
player
and not
from the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves pick. He averaged 20 something points and he get drafted. He averaged
not
20 something points in college and get
generally
drafted as the
gen,
20 the 20
generally
something
speaking.
pick. 20
Generally
something pick or
speaking,
something like that, bro.
generally speaking, second round players don't get much late.
I
Especially
understand not
after
much late,
50. Especially
but
after 50.
but but I'm saying if you go and look at some of those guys' stats, they have done put in the work to show you, well, I deserve to be an NBA player because of my performance in college. I'm just me and Hans just saying that Barney ain't show much in college. He ain't really get much playing time. Number one,
Not true for
I
his
and
mean,
fault.
obviously he had the
he also
He
he
had the
had the
heart.
opportunity.
He had the
yeah
heart issue as well.
Right,
He
yeah.
right. He
was,
had
but,
the, so
but
so
leaving
then
high
in
school,
that sense he should have wait for next year.
but leaving high school, he was also a high draft pick. He was projected to be a high draft pick leaving high school.
Yeah,
He was
but you
Not
still
that
gotta
high, bro.
prove your worth in
he was a
college.
four. All right, he was a 4-star recruit, if I'm not mistaken, 4 or 5 star recruit.
All right, and then you still after you come out of high school, you still got how much 5 star recruits get to college and then end up being the 40 something pick in the draft
You
because
know,
they didn't live up to their potential.
I'm not, if I'm not mistaken. Curry Irving played about 11 games in college, just 11 games. He didn't have a long season. He didn't have much. 11 games. That was it. Drafted. Bam. I mean, he's not
And that's
Curry right
okay.
now, but I'm just saying you don't always have to.
That's okay
You don't
because
always
that's
need.
Kyrie.
You don't
Kyrie
always
and
need a
I was
Bronny
gonna
ain't
large.
got the
say,
same
like,
You don't
type of
always.
skill set,
You
bro.
don't always need a
I was like,
large.
where's he
You
going
don't
with
always.
this?
You don't always need a large sample size to showcase your talent. What they wanted to see,
Yeah,
they
but
saw within a few games that he played. That's all they needed to see.
Really?
When you know, you know. When you can tell, you can tell. That's all they
are you
needed.
telling me Bronny is one of them people that say, "Yo, his talent is undeniable. He can play no games and any day." Come on, you know that
When you
ain't true, Hakeem.
when you can tell, you can tell, right? You can tell. The eye test.
Them lying to
I test
themselves.
in the
Their
NBA
their
not at
eyes
this
in a
level.
wobble. Their eyes in a wobble. God
You
be.
It's an
may
eye test.
you may wear glasses and thing already. Anyways, I rest my case on that. I will wait to see, like everybody else, what becomes of it. And to your point, Rayvon in JJ Reddit, I guess prolonging the the moment when LeBron Senior and Junior share the court. I don't think that will happen because I feel like deep down JJ know that it might be a disappointment if he wait too long,
Yeah,
and people
exactly.
get them expectations real high up, and then nothing else happens. So I don't think that's gonna happen. I think we can see it as early as possible. Bronny might come on for like 8 minutes or so, and
Probably.
just share a couple passes. Everybody can clap, and hopefully Lakers don't lose because every time LeBron like he break a record or show some type of
Are
prowess,
saying
Lakers is
great
lose.
happening. Yeah.
So hopefully this one could
Well,
break that.
I got to pray on that downfall because that opening night game is a Wolves game. So hey,
That's
I
tough
got to
then.
pray on
That's
it.
tough.
Where did it
That's
start?
maybe the second game.
Where did it start? Wolves and Lakers. They thought it was hoping for maybe a Wolves and Knicks at this point in time to start.
But obviously, then they know the
But
trade was gonna happen. So, so
But when did this roster come out? It came out before the trade.
yes, the schedule was out since August. B.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Schedule out every since.
Hakim looking to alter to suit the outcome. Um, anyways, Klay Thompson moved finally from Golden State Warriors. We were wondering who was it going to be? We knew that Steph wasn't going anywhere, probably. High possibility he wasn't going to leave. But Klay would have been that guy based on his performances. So, what do you guys think of the move to Dallas and the fit, maybe?
I started. Clear Clay seems excited to be in a new position, which I've been hearing that that's what he wanted to do. Really don't know how it's gonna fit. I don't think they could start Clay. When we look at it defensively, truthfully, because Clay and that player that he wants was at the Golden State Warriors on the defensive end, and the Dallas needs to have some balance. So there are going to be some lineups where you can get Clay in to space the floor, but also don't want to get killed on the defensive end. And truthfully, the Dallas Mavericks' identity, especially coming on to the second half of the season, was merely defense. They was the best defensive team, I think, from about the All-Star break to the end of the season and into the playoffs as well. So they want to try to maintain that identity. It's all on Kidd to prove that he could be a somewhat of a level of defender that he once was before. That's my only concern with the Mavericks. On the offensive fit side, sweet. I ready to see it because Luka will find Klay the best. I can say arguably the best passer in the NBA. Really and truly, when you look at it, really and truly when you look at it, Luka, there's no pass you could think about. Furthermore, you can't think about passes that Luka can make.
Really, bro? Really?
Yes, really. I would say Luka is the best passer in the NBA right now, and when he finding Klay on their kickouts, on their drives, it can be scary hours for the defensive teams when they're playing the Dallas Mavericks.
All I have to say, well, I can start off by saying nobody in the NBA is a better passer until LeBron retires. I don't think LeBron retired as yet, so I don't know who he got a better passer. As one.
Come on, man.
As one. And Jokic, you talk about Jokic, the
I
greatest.
was going to say Jokic.
I don't think
It's
Jokic. I don't know Luka better than LeBron. Come on, man.
You know what I think happens? I think because Luka's offensive bag is so deep and we are wowed by his scoring prowess, we forget how amazing
I'm not saying
Luka is.
I'm not saying he's not a good passer. What I'm saying to say he's the best, I can say one of the best, yes. To say the best, LeBron hasn't retired. So that title still remains. That's there. There.
I think there's a debate. I think there's a debatable topic.
There.
I don't think it's that clear. But go ahead.
Fair. We digress for now. For now. In terms of Klay, I am happy for Klay. Klay needed this fresh start to rejuvenate himself as a shooter, as a player. He wants to prove not only to himself but to the world that he's not finished as yet. He's not washed up. It's not father time. His kid's grandfather time. But he wants to show that he can still do it at an elite level, or he can be a contributor to the team. So I'm hoping he should get some threes. He's gonna get a lot of open threes, transition threes. He's gonna get it all. He's gonna get his shots up. I would imagine it probably will not be as much. It would probably not be as much as if when he was at Golden State for sure, because Curry and Luka are going to take a majority of the shots. But knowing those two players and how skilled both of those players are at passing the ball, he's going to get shots for sure. Defensively, I think it could go either way for me. Since he's on a new team, new defensive scheme, hopefully he's rejuvenated. I can see Klay giving more effort on defense. We have to see if his body will be able to do it. But with new team, also new dietitian, new nutritionist, a new strength coach, a lot of change elements that can impact the body positively. So you never know. We might see Klay become jacked up on a whole new way of playing. Right? These things do happen. Let's not underestimate the team structure and the team ancillary staff. But
I know what jacked up.
But I remember. All right, come on, I'm exaggerating.
I think you stretching. You
exaggerating. The point is, Klay can become a stronger, more efficient player on defense, and I just said defensive scheme makes a big difference as well too. And don't forget, they have a Rudy that is going to help on defense. Golden State doesn't have
Rudy.
a Rudy. It's not Rudy. Sorry. Who's their big man?
Um,
It's
you
Nas.
mean
Not
Daniel
Nas.
Gafford?
Danny Gafford
You
and somebody
thinking
else. There's
about
another big
you
guy.
thinking about
The team
Timberwolves?
winners. Yeah. There's another
Uh,
guy.
Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively.
My bad. I take that back. He go,
You might forget the big man. Man, so, yeah, scratch that, scratch that idea.
when you defensive scheme, he can still contribute. So, all right. The other hand, as I said, he could take a nosedive and be a complete liability on defense, as Ravon was alluding to. It could go either way for me on defense, but offensively, I see Klay being reinvigorated. Be reinvigorated. Now, if Klay does not perform this season, that's almost it. That's almost it. They might give him another season because it's a new team after all these years. He has to get accustomed to a new team, a new structure, a new way of playing basketball, morale. So they might give him a second year at the at Dallas, or he might move or may switch teams. But if he plays bad this season, it could potentially be his last season as a starting player ever, or as a player who gets good time. It might, you know. So this is a crucial season for Klay Thompson in his career. It will not affect his legacy in any way because he's a legitimate
Of
Hall of
course
Famer.
it would. If he played bad, this would definitely
The
affect his
man is a
legacy.
legitimate Hall of Famer in the discussion. There's
Well,
no way.
yes, but still,
So his legacy is good.
people can talk about
His
like
leg is garbage
it's
time.
just like when Michael Jordan finished his dynasty and thing,
I
people
did what?
still talk about.
Who? Wait a minute. When Michael Jordan was at the Wizards, people forget like he was at the Wizards. Like he never won playoffs when he was at the Wizards. Like just forget, but that was his washed up time.
All
That doesn't affect his legacy. He was great.
all
6-0.
all I saying about that is that there's gonna be that blunder, that dot, that spot in
Nah,
his career.
that's
That's
gonna
all
be
I saying.
whitewash on history. They said history is written by the winner. It's gonna be forgotten, clean slate, washed up. No one's gonna remember that Klay played at the at Dallas Mavericks. And here 20 years later, oh, he played there. We forgot about that. Oh, that's no one's gonna remember
And then
this. If
we
he
will
plays
see.
badly, no one's gonna remember. If he wins or plays well, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No,
But
if he plays badly and Dallas does well, then we will hear about it. How about that scenario?
they would say that his leadership was instrumental in the team getting over the hurdle.
Hacking
In the
right on that
locker
one.
room,
Yeah.
locker
Hacking
room
right on
leadership.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly what they said.
There's no
Yeah.
way he's going. He's either going down
The
as a winner,
championship
as a hero.
pedigree.
Yeah,
You know that.
he brought for the
Yeah.
Golden State. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. That's what Lisa said. Championship pedigree. That's exactly it. So if they win, he gets a good set of praises. If he loses, whitewash. Forget about that. Put over the blanket. Forget about that. That's my take
In
on
all
it.
seriousness, though, I think for Clay, he's gonna have a good season. Like you said, there's a whenever you move to a new team after being with a team for so long, you have this new found energy, new like excitement to play basketball, to go again. And I think he has that on his side. He just needs to channel that energy in the right direction, and I think he'll do well. I don't think he'll have like a subpar season at all. Like Rayvon mentioned, Luca's a great passer. Luca will and Kyrie also will find Clay, and Clay already know how to create space. We just need to, well, they just need to figure out how it would blend with the other two forwards in the team. But I think it's a good fit, and I expect Dallas to continue to do well and hopefully improve from where they left off last season. So looking forward to big things from Dallas. Not to give a little insight into what you're thinking, but hoping that meshes well for Dallas. And then we got Lonzo and Lamelo brothers coming back.
Yeah.
Thoughts on that?
Yeah, just quick
Lonzo's
thoughts.
being
Happy to see. Yeah, happy to see Lonzo get him back in groove. I don't know how good he's going to be, but
yeah.
excited to see him back. I can say one of my favorite players from that specific time. Wish the Timberwolves could have get him when he was in his, I guess, prime on the Bulls. And Lamelo came out hot this preseason because he was injured a lot last year as well. So
Yeah.
I feel like the Hornets will actually be a lot better than people may think they will be. I guess you'll see. I guess you'll see how my over under predictions for the teams go coming up next.
What were you, Hakeem? What are you thinking when it comes to Lonzo and Lamelo?
Injury prone. Glass. Sorry, but I'm happy that Lonzo's back. He actually was one of my. I don't want to go as far as say favorite players, but he was one of the players I was definitely rooting for. I've not given up hope, but when these players are injured for so long, it makes me worry. Like it's extremely difficult for them to stay healthy. They might get one good season, then back injured again, or might play 60 games injured again. It, my expectations are very low. When he's on the court, he's gonna be fantastic. I don't see Bulls being. They might get a 500 team. They might become a 500 team, but it's like my expectations are low. But as a player, I'm happy he's finally back out. It's been 2 long years. It was looking kind of worrisome. He it was the rumors were bad, and I guess they were rightfully so. They were bad. But I'm very happy he's overcome that. He's not giving up. He's still a young player. I think he's about 27, 26 maybe. I don't think he's that old.
Yeah.
And I'm happy for him. In terms of Lamelo, I wonder if it's their strength coach. Like I don't know if it's his shoes. I don't think Lamelo plays with the Zoes anymore. But Lamelo, fantastic talent, great player when he's healthy. Charlotte, I think they got a new player now. I'm not sure who's the player they drafted. I can't remember his name. But he looked pretty good in preseason. But if those two players can get together, gel, they might make it to the. I want to say the 10th, maybe the 8th or 10th seed. It's possible. You never know.
Save it. We got over under. We got over under
Yeah,
predictions to do.
but
We got over under
but for
predictions
me,
to do.
yeah, I'm happy Lamelo's back, and let's
We
hope
can
that
hear
they stay.
Hakeem switch up in a few minutes.
Let's hope they're still healthy. Well, I said 8th or 10th seed. I never said that we don't have like over under. I can be under 500 and still finish 10th. Just saying. But yeah, that's it for me. I wish them all the best. Hope they have a healthy season, and we need them to stay healthy to be even considered Hall of Fame players in the future, right? I think they have Hall of Fame talent, but they're just not able to stay healthy. And unfortunately, I don't want to be considered the what ifs of the NBA. What if they were healthy? What if this never happened? So that's my take on them.
A lot of people could be in that boat. But anyways, I want to talk about this topic here. This trade between New York Knicks and Minnesota Timberwolves. A trade that seemed to be pretty much a swap up with a few interesting parts of it that had me kind of confused in a sense. And at the same time, is like, yeah, maybe I understand it. Maybe I don't. Maybe something else could have happened versus what actually happened. And that's touching on the first part of it, or the biggest part of it is Cat going to New York Knicks, looking good in orange and white so far, and Julius Randle heading over to Minnesota Timberwolves. Thoughts on that piece of the puzzle so far for that trade?
I assume the floor goes to me.
The Wolves fan.
Take it.
So I was saying, I was watching something. Some sort of I was watching I think I was watching Attack on Titans or something like that. I don't know. That was a pretty good anime series. You should check it out. Wait at it. And then I just see my phone notify Karl Anthony Towns traded to the Knicks. I was like, what? I could not believe it. I was like, you kidding me? And as a Timberwolves fan, in the moment, I was like, this can't be real. You mean the man just met the Western Conference Finals?
Yeah.
He's trading cat. You can't be
Uh,
serious. So in the moment, I was kind of freaking out to some degree. I was like, this man sick. I could not believe it. But I always knew. I told you guys on the stream before that at some point, either Rudy or Cat gotta get traded. And more than likely it can be Cat because Cat owe a lot of money, and Cat probably would be more tradable person either way, given his skill set and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So said, so happened. But when I saw the details now of, well, I mean, I think it was pretty obvious when I saw it. When I saw the details of who was coming to the Minnesota Timberwolves, I was like, can't be serious. You
from
can't be
bad to
serious.
worse. It just added
From
flip.
bad to worse. I was like, I can't believe.
All right, wasn't
My
most
arch
hated player.
nemesis, my arch nemesis is coming to the team that I root for. I could not believe it. I said, no way. Julius
Uh,
Randle to the Timberwolves. Right now, how I feel about it after that initial disappointment. If it was like, please get somebody better, please get somebody better, please send Julius Randle someplace else and get somebody different. But I figured it wouldn't happen. But Saints, my initial, uh, emotions subdued. I was able to think about it a little bit more. Don't really like the fit with Rudy Gobert because Julius Randle is not a, a, a a great 3-point shooter. Uh, Julius Randle is a pound the basketball type of player. He can go on play bully ball and hold the ball for like maybe 12 seconds on the 24-second shot clock and all that sort of stuff. I'm
Yeah.
really a fan of that. But if he's able to be malleable and make some changes to his game, I foresee some success in the future for the Minnesota Timberwolves, and I am just praying that is what I'm going to get. Other than that, I can be a bitter Timberwolves fan for the rest of the season, seeing Julius Randle on my team, chucking up mid-range tools that he's not really good at.
but
So,
you got DiVincenzo as well to hit some threes. You know.
yes, I didn't get it yet.
Yeah, I
Read
was
the low
I
further
was
down.
going into that, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Read a little
that's a
further
good point.
down. And I see DiVincenzo. I say, what? Love to see it. We get back some shooting that we probably would have lost in Cat to some degree. I know people say that Cat is like one of the best shooting bigs and stuff like that, but truthfully, Cat does do a lot more than just shoot trees, in my opinion. For watching him for this long, uh, on the Timberwolves has shown me that he's a lot more than that. And truthfully, he don't take as much as he hadn't taken as much as he should as a Timberwolves player, in my opinion, given that Rudy Gobert was there. He was only shooting like 5 point something threes a game. Really and truly, he should be like at 7 or something like that if he's the South Proclaimed biggest, best big man shooter in the league, truthfully.
And
Uh,
a 3-point NBA champion.
yes, and a 3-point contest champion. So he didn't really bring the volume that the Timberwolves really needed, even though the Timberwolves shot a league best percentage from three. They didn't shoot as much as they should have, and DiVincenzo is definitely going to bring that flamethrower mentality from the 3-point line. We already seeing it in preseason, already seen it. So I'm happy to see that from the trio perspective. From the Knicks perspective, I think they did a good job in terms of getting a center. They really, really needed a center. With Mitchell Robinson gone, they lost Isaiah Hardison in free agency, and they were going to expect Julius Randle to play center minutes, and I didn't think that was a good idea, given that one, Julius Randle is not a great defender for
He's not
his
that tall.
position. So
Yeah.
imagine him playing defense out of position now at center. I think that was just going to be a recipe for disaster. So I could understand it from the Knicks' perspective. I feel like the Knicks did a lot. They feel like they have this team locked in for the long term now, given that they gave out a lot of draft picks. They spent a lot of money. They resigned OG Anunoby to a lot of money. Um, they got a lot of money to give to Mikal Bridges. No, they got Cat, who's going to be making like 60 million a year next year. So they kind of locked themselves into this team for the future. And truthfully, I don't think it's a bad look. I think it would give them a shot. It would force Jaylen Brunson to be a little bit more heliocentric, in my opinion. And I don't know if heliocentrism in the NBA is key to winning a championship. But I like what they've done with the team because Cat does a lot for them.
Coming to you, Hakeem. Any calls about what Right Rayvon said, or a whole new look, a whole new perspective?
When I saw I can't say it was, these are not my teams. So I can't say I was invested in the trade as Rayvon was. But when I saw the trade, I was surprised. I will say I was very surprised that they traded Cat. For the same reason that Rayvon said, they made the Western Conference Finals. They were dominant. They finished. I think correct me if I'm wrong. They finished second, a second seed. Was it second seed? And if it wasn't second seed, it was a three way. It
Third
was still
seed.
in the third seed. It was still a
Yeah,
three way. It was
it was
still
a tie. It was a
a
little
three way.
tie for
It
the
was a tie.
yeah.
So it's still a three-way fight for the first seed. So they had a outstanding season, especially by their standards. I don't think they needed to lose Cat. It's going to affect the team chemistry. And let's not forget, I think Cat was he somewhat injured in that Western Conference Finals for the first game or two? I can't remember what I think he was. There was something that was going on. He wasn't playing as many minutes because of Nas Reed. But I don't think he was a problem. No, on the court, I should say. Now, off the court, we've talked about his bad attitude time and time again, and sometimes that attitude has a bigger effect on the team as a whole than in terms of intangibles than one may realize. That can be argued, but I still wouldn't have traded Cat. I would have tried to get another player, DiVincenzo, another 3-point player, just someone to add to the team. But I wouldn't trade Cat. No, him being gone, we have to agree is bad to worse in terms of intangibles. Because Julius Randle, for all reports, he's a cancer. That's exaggerated. That's a little too harsh. He's
But you
not.
talk about you got me confused about the Cat got a bad attitude off the court. You could say I feel like Cat got a bad attitude on the court, but off the court, I don't think the only issue with
What I
Cat
mean,
is that people's mad fun for changing his voice.
what I
Like
mean by
that's
off the
literally the
court,
only thing.
I guess that's not fair. What I mean by off the court, I mean like just his intangibles as a whole. So in the locker room, he might be like he might not be the most positive player, the most outspoken player, and injecting optimism in his team. He might be more like, damn it, we down 3-1, we can't come back. What we gonna do here? Or like like. But so, along those lines, right? This serious thing, this serious conversation, man. So the guy might be, so he might be like, you know what? I try best Cat invitation. So he might be like, his intangibles might be not there, right? And that will translate on the court in terms of attitude. But Julius Randle, to me, is a bit worse. So he was not, to me, he's worse than Cat in that aspect. So we have to see how Julius Randle is going to fit in on this new team. But in terms of offensive threat, I think he's just as good as Cat offensively. Defensively, definitely not. But they knew that when they made the trade, they wanted more offensive power. Rudy Gobert is going to have to play bigger minutes and step up. He is a 2-time or 3-time defensive player of the year. Come on, you got to earn that money even more. You got to take on a bigger responsibility. And any day, Julius Randle's not a great defender, but he's a big body. He's still a physical player. He can play good defense in certain times of the game, certain periods of the game. So all in all, I think it was a well balanced trade. DiVincenzo was that guy. I'm watching the preseason game between Minnesota and the Wolves. Minnesota and the Knicks. DiVincenzo was out for blood. He is pissed that he was traded. He is calling out Tibbs. He ready to unleash some fire, some heat this season, especially when they play the Knicks. So I think
I
he has
was
a point to
pissed too.
prove. Me too. I was looking for the Villanova boys to play together. That'd been really cool headline to me.
Yeah, I think we all been.
But
yeah,
but I guess it was too good to be true. There was something we should have known better. We should have seen this coming. But
that was one of the more surprising trades of the season.
Maybe not him, but somebody had to go. Somebody probably had to go.
I just can't see who
it would be him.
It
would have been him.
Yeah, it can't be nobody else. Who would it be?
Because it's him, Brunson, Mikal Bridges. There's a fourth guy. Is it Cam? Who's the fourth
They
guy?
just traded for Mikal Bridges, so it wouldn't be
I
Mikal
know,
Bridges.
not him for sure, but there's a fourth guy. Who's the fourth guy?
It's OG Anunoby. They just signed him to a new deal, so they
Yeah.
won't be
So,
trading
so
for
we,
him.
we should we should have seen it coming. It was DiVincenzo. He should have realized when he knew deal they come in. It was him.
But he didn't have. He signed the deal already, so he didn't have a new deal to come. So it was it was going to be DiVincenzo because the Wolves were looking at DiVincenzo last year to sign in free agency, but he signed with the Knicks. So
Yeah. So that's it for me. So I think that's a fair trade. I think both teams got better all around. It's just a matter of now some of their existing players are going to really have to step up to fill that void, especially on Timberwolves side with Rudy Gobert. But I think Knicks have definitely got it better. So I'm interested to see how they what's their record this season.
I don't know if Knicks got better. Um, because like I said, I was pissed that DiVincenzo went, and I know how how important he was to Knicks' success last season. If not for DiVincenzo, Knicks would have been okay. Knicks like he was crazy for three. For especially on the back half of the season, like he was really coming into his own. Him and Brunson had a thing going, and I think for him being, like investing that much to get that far with the Knicks and hoping to continue to develop that would have definitely put a bullet in his toe or something. Like he got shot in the foot for sure, and he has a reason to be pissed and to know, I guess, prove himself. Obviously, the first meeting didn't work out in his favor, but I think Knicks. I think when DiVincenzo play next is going to be fire. It's going to be flames, and then obviously you got Cat and Anthony Edwards who were close. Um, that's always going to be an interesting fiery exchange when they play against each other as well. We saw a
This
glimpse of
this
it
seem this seem pretty this seem pretty
already.
friendly in the preseason game.
Yeah, they're
I mean,
friends. They're going to
before
be
the game,
respectful, but
after the game, but not during the game.
right,
I think it
exactly.
was after the game. Oh, fair.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of there's going to be respect, right? And we expect that there will be respect between the two players. But when it comes to being competitive, I believe it's like if I had to play against you in football right now, I'm not going easy because I know you. I know this can be bragging rights. I know like whoever win getting talk off the ears, and the other person gonna
Whoever
sit down
win,
and listen to it.
just say that even one thing.
Bro,
Football.
ain't
Here
happening.
we
Come on,
go
But
now. Here we go now. Let
come
me
on,
start it out.
but
Let me start it out.
I digress. I'm not gonna say anything else about that. I can soon, so we'll see.
this
Um,
is basketball.
no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You'll see. But I digress. But my point is that um, there's going to be a fiery exchange between those two for sure. And on the Julius Randle side of things, yes, this was the part I was saying. Maybe they didn't have to get. Um, I forgot his name again. Now,
Differential?
Chenzo,
DiVincenzo?
Yeah.
DiVincenzo. Maybe
Mm.
they didn't have to get him, but it's like you guys say, who else would have been a benefit for Timberwolves? Obviously, Julius Randle by himself and a cat in a straight up exchange is not going to work. Like that's just
That it could have worked,
selling
but
out a good player. No. There's no way that
it,
working.
the comparable. One is they're
Nah,
comparable. They're
I
both all
think
star players.
Comparable, but I
They're
feel
I
both
like
think
all
the
star
Cat has a.
the
players.
issue with Cat was that he to me lacked confidence. Like his confidence was dwindling. Like Ramon said, he didn't even shoot as much as he probably should have. Every time he would make mistakes, obviously, like that's a ripple effect that athletes got to deal with, right? Like when you're not performing, that's a mental battle to get back up to the
Yeah,
top and try to get back
I
into form and stuff like that. I just think he
let
wasn't
me
there.
let me give a good place to put it. I think his emotional intelligence when it comes to games, to being in the game, his
Yeah.
his emotional intelligence in games is very low. That's just it. Like he doesn't understand how to control his emotions during the game, and he's
Right.
an easy target for people to like pick on during the game, and he still
Right.
doesn't get up to now.
Yeah, he's like that guy that people would try to get a reaction out of, and they know they can get a reaction, so
Yeah,
they can
correct.
just go to him. But hopefully, in this new environment, especially with the energies that Knicks bring to the table, hopefully he can channel
He should
that
get tougher.
differently. Yeah, hopefully he can channel that those emotions differently, and get a better outcome of it and help the franchise and Knicks who are trying to do well. Yes, I see him as a good piece in the center for Knicks as well. That was a good point that you all bring up, but I don't know if he's going to be in the paint a lot. I just don't see it that way for Cat, but we'll see what Knicks does with him.
Well, we already
Because
seen in the preseason he's shooting more trees than he been shooting at the Timberwolves already, which he should have been doing ever since. So they're
right.
getting to unlock. I can see the potential that he was limiting himself too.
But I think that could also be due to like we said about Klay. It's a new environment. You got that extra spunk about you wanna you enthusiastic. You just happy to be in the new environment, fresh air. Everything working smoothly for the first go around. But what's gonna happen when things don't go your way? That's what I want to see when it comes to Cat. And I guess the Timberwolves will figure it out with Julius Randle. I think they really just wanted different chainsaw, and they'll figure out Julius Randle if they even care that much. I don't even think that they were focused on Julius Randle. I feel like they were like, let me get Julius off your hands, but give me different chainsaw, and that's the guy that we can work with most of the time.
I bet you by the end of the first game playing the Knicks, Karl tells me saying, "Yo, son, word to my mother, I'm the best big man in the game." He got a different accent one time.
But
I bet
dog,
you.
we gotta remember the man. He's already talked kind of like that a little bit because he's from Jersey. He's
Yeah,
kind of talk with an accent to some degree. So he might just bust out that he might just bust out with Hakeem.
I mean for it.
he be saying, "Yo, son,"
I'm the best.
how the
I'm the
men on the
best.
Eastern
I'm
stuff.
the best big man in the game.
Um, let me move to the over under predictions at this
Yeah,
point.
they meet to their matter.
The the me the ma no. Rayvon, I can let you kind of drive this one to keep it going steadily.
Yeah,
So I
that
can
easy.
yeah, I can let you handle this.
All right, so every just before every season, all the betting sites, all the sports books, the Caesar sports books, so the where the FanDuel, the DraftKings, these American sites. I know we have a local betting site as well. I don't think they have like predictions like this, but
What's it called?
all the big trade and bet, I believe
Double
it's the
Yeah.
draw,
name.
easy pickings.
Yeah, but all the sports books, all the Vegas, all the casinos put out their odds for win totals for the NBA season. So what we're gonna do today is go through each win total predicted for each team and say whether we'll bet the over on the team. So bet whether the team will go over that number or bet the under on the team, whether the team will go under the win total, the predicted win total. So every team in the NBA. Do you want to do it conference for conference? Like,
Yeah,
maybe just go top to
just
bottom.
go through the list.
Yes,
Yeah,
alphabetically. Alphabetically.
alphabet. Oh,
So the first team on the list. Sorry, we don't have anything to show, but we are going to post a list when we finish the stream with all of our answers. Um,
mhm.
but we go through the list here. Atlanta Hawks in the East. So we're using this site called Vegas Insider, which like compiles all these sports books and gives an average um, of the win total predictions. So the Atlanta Hawks is predicted based on this average to win 35.5 games. So we now have to either bet the over on 35.5 or the under on 35.5. So let's start with Hacks. What is your bet for the Hawks? Do you think they're going to be on the over or the under that total? 35.5.
Under. What should we recording this?
Straight no chaser.
Under.
Straight no chaser.
I saving the chaser for the big guns.
Man gone under. I got you covered on the recording already, so
yeah, easy.
I just slot that in for Hakeem. Straight no chaser. Nothing.
What's your prediction, Hans?
My prediction is that's a reasonable amount for them to get. Obviously, last season they've squandered a lot, but I will go over. I think
this is an easy over.
I think
it's an easy over.
Yeah, I think they were definitely near the side of breaking 500.
They got 36 games. They got 36 wins last season.
Okay, so then my prediction makes sense.
35.5 is rounded. They just rounded, but these boys ain't winning nothing. The East getting stronger.
Hey, it is what it is. It already locked in, buddy. Boston Celtics.
bet the over on it.
I got you. Boston Celtics. Where you going, Rayvon?
Was he predicted?
So for Boston Celtics, they're predicting to be 58.5 games for the season. Given that they got over 60 last season and won the championship. So what are you thinking?
I think the East can be a little tougher this season. I can bet it on that. I will bet it on that. I think the Knicks get better. Sixers get better. Cavs, I think they need some health, and once they have that health, they can be better. The Bucks should be. The Bucks should be.
Not from what you see so far for the preseason.
I think the Spurs are better as well too.
I see
Spurs in the West.
I know, but they still have to play them at some point in time.
Well, but they make the Spurs ain't got as big of an impact as these other conferences.
They might play 2 games, but Spurs was like getting whitewashed last season. So Spurs are a better team now. They're gonna get some wins on the board. So I got this teams like that to offset them a bit. Ja Morant is back too. So Grizzlies shouldn't be as much trash. Yeah, I got Celtics to be under.
Hakeem's got Celtics to be under.
No more rings for Tatum. That's the last one.
You said what?
Oh, wait, people hating on Tatum like that, man?
I hate him, man. I just speaking facts.
So
you
Man's a top player, big man.
I agree, but that doesn't mean he's getting another ring. Dirk Nowitzki when he got 1 ring. Remember that?
You know that guy that does what any gift and be like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's only a man I think that the Celtics can repeat. So that could be an interesting topic when we get to that soon.
Oh, I think 62 was just an insane number to start with. Or how much I've had. I will go under for being conservative. I think a lot of teams can be out for blood when it comes to the Celtics, and it ain't gonna be as straightforward as it was last season.
But you can see that the 2 best players on the Celtics out for blood too, because they've been underappreciated for the whole off season. Jaylen Brown ain't make it to the USA team. Jason Tatum barely play. Like all that stuff. But anybody even think about the fact that the Celtics had a parade for them for the NBA championship? No.
I don't
even think so.
They didn't have a parade?
They did.
They did.
Oh,
But I didn't even know when it happened. That's to tell you the interest in the Celtics was just so low,
I
and I
think I
feel like
think
they
I
got a
think
chip on their
I think
shoulder.
I think it's because the Olympics was right around the corner.
Well, that's a good point. That's
Yeah,
a good point.
they had a
But
flag.
still, but still, it wasn't even a case where Jason Tatum could have bring light on the Celtics because he get to play well or he get to play at the Olympics. So you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. It's like,
mhm,
how you not going to play a champion? But then again, you got
a
to
champion.
look at it as United States got too much players, though. Too much
Mhm.
stars. So it's like, ho- in any case, Tatum should be playing. I ain't gonna even
Yeah.
try to make a reason that a reason why he shouldn't be playing. He should be playing. But it is what it is. Um, I think everybody going on that one. Brooklyn Nets have been broken up for 3 seasons straight. Right now, the prediction for them is 21 and a half games. I don't know why these people playing these half games. Let me call it 22
Yeah,
games.
yeah, it's so annoying.
No, it's half so you could pick over or under the total. So you can either pick 20
22 or
Or 21.
or 20
or
or
21.
21, sorry.
Yeah, yeah, correct.
Okay. Yeah, all right. It is what it is. Where you going with well, let me go first this one. I think 21 is that's like the new Spurs almost. I going over for this. Put some respect on Nets.
Oh, Ben Simmons.
I studying Ben Simmons, but just put some respect on Nets. 21, that's rough. That's a rough talk.
I think the Nets want to be bad. I'm going under. I can say that they can get 18 wins. 18. They're trying to get that Cooper flag. Number one pick. So they got
it,
the only way to get is be bad.
golly.
The only way to get number one pick is to be bad. But the Nets got a bunch of picks. This for the Mikal Bridges trade. A bunch of picks in general. Be bad. They
Cody
going under.
to lose 60 games. Jeez.
Under for me.
Oof. Lord. I can be the only body winning this. That's crazy. Okay. Moving on. Charlotte Hornets. You guys mentioned that they might be better this season. Right now,
So you know we smashing it over.
27.5. Over or
We
under?
smashing it over. Smashing it over on that. Dear God, hear my prayer. Please, please keep
So you
Lamelo
going
healthy.
you say you're going over, right?
Lamelo healthy. Yes.
Over for me as well.
No reason. You just twinning because
I mean,
As the
I
man
mean,
said,
the
go
reason for
chaser.
yeah.
the reason for the big guns. But if I want to say, I just think hoping Lamelo's back. He's healthy. I do believe the new guy that I saw in the preseason, he could hopefully get some wins there. But
Who's this new
I'll,
guy
I'll,
that you keep talking about
I,
me?
I I can't remember. I saw him in a preseason game. I don't know his name, but to be paired up with Lamelo. So over.
Over.
I'm so confused who's this new guy. All right, let me not dwell on that because they know they got a bunch of new players in terms of new players to the team, but I don't even know whose name rookie. Um,
Yeah.
you could go on, Hans.
Yeah. I went over on that as well. I think that's a hope call for me though. I ain't really confident on that 27, but hey, it is what it is. Chicago Bulls 30.5. We go you right
This is
on.
very dependent on whether Zach Levine gets traded or not. I don't know if he will be, truthfully. If he stays,
Bear in mind they don't got the Rosen no more, so
yeah, 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 it's a pretty young team right now. They're kind of rebuilding. I'll go under actually. I feel like Zach Levine might request a trade because they might suck very
I
bad.
mean they got what's his name? Cody?
He
Or
should have
Kobe?
requested a Kobe White.
They got
Kobe
they
White.
got Kobe White. Yeah, that's the Bulls is a hard one, but I can go under. I feel like something can happen there where somebody get disgruntled or something like that. And they might want to play more young players to lose more. I don't know. The Bulls
Under.
is a
So
hard team to
maybe
predict because they don't seem to pick a direction on what they want to do. They've been taking on to make decisions on whether they want tank or they want to be bad or want to be good. So
got
I
you.
going on
You
the
work. You working with Hakeem
Under.
on the straight no chase.
you were thinking about Josh Giddey, Hans, I think you mean.
Oh, you mean Hakeem for
No, I see you was
Charlotte?
mentioning a player for no. For you, for Bulls. I thought you was
Oh,
thinking about Josh Giddey. I ain't sure if
mm-hmm.
that's what you mean. I was on the Thunder.
uh, Bulls is a tough one with me. I feel like I want to put a pin on that, but I got answer. So,
Yes.
um, 30 games. Bulls.
You could do it. You could do it.
Nah, my faith in that high based on last season was like the funny thing is, right? The Bulls got close a lot of times and just didn't close out. So with that in mind, I can just go under. Make it easy for myself. Go under. Cleveland Cavaliers, 47.5. That's a lot of games. I can go with over for Cleveland.
Yeah, I mentioned them
Cleveland
vaguely
has
just
had
now.
potential for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to see them do well. So this is more of a hope thing than anything else.
I think all this is hope. Period. But I would say the over on the Cavaliers as well. They resigned Donovan Mitchell. I think Evan Mobley had a great playoffs, and he really kind of started to go in his offensive bag a little bit more, which they've been needing of him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with health, paired with health, they should be better than they were last year. And they had a lot of injuries last year and still won a lot of games. So I think, truthfully, the Cavaliers might. It's a hot take, might be a hot take. Cavaliers might actually get the one seed if they stay healthy next season throughout. Is a high possibility.
Hey, we should got something that's saying burning up and just some flames coming up to the bottom of the screen right now. We can work on something. We can work on something. How
Yeah.
can we working with Cleveland Cavaliers?
Over.
Over or under?
Over.
Jeez, what?
Mommy
Man,
got
taking
we got something out
shots.
there.
Where your shot glass at, dog? Like, show them, man, you shot glass. man, 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 just taking these things straight. Dallas Mavericks, 50.5. Over or under, Hakeem? Bear in mind, this is the team with Luca. This is the team with Kyrie, the
Was that
magician.
shot? That shot right one. That you trying to put in the background. So it Thunder. I go over.
You going over?
Over for sure. Yeah. I think that's another season Kyrie's there. Another season that they could join with Luca. Luca's looking to I think he's gonna be hungry to win it all. And with Klay Thompson being there, I think, they could only be better in my opinion.
You
They
forget
didn't
these
lose
guys in the Western Conference.
they didn't lose anyone. So I have them to be over.
Okay.
Only the big guns I thought I given I actually taken chase I hadn't chase, all right? Only the big guns.
Okay, got you. Right, what you working with?
And this is a tough one.
This,
I
yeah,
can see them. I can see them easily being over. I can see them being under too.
easily being over.
Easily. Yeah, I can see them being easily both. Because somebody could be worse than last year. Somewhere.
It's
And Dallas
Lakers, but
Mavericks
we
might
can
be.
we can digress on that quick.
I
Go- So you,
I bet it over. I think this is the year that Luka finally wins MVP. So he needs to be healthy for that to happen. So he needs to win a lot
oh
of games for that to happen.
my
So
god,
Over. Gee, well, it's hot. It's hot take city.
Ah, I'm actually happy that you guys got faith in my team. You got faith in
Your
my
team is
team.
Dallas.
Well, my well
Kyrie.
the team that my player does play for. Again, I just put it that way. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kyrie.
Got faith in Kyrie.
I go number two. A lot of a lot of hope. A lot of hope on that. I want them to repeat and even surpass what they did last year. So I going over. I can hand it back over to you, Rayvon.
All right.
I want to.
Denver Nuggets. Their projected win total is 52.5. Where you going, Hakeem, on this one? Over or under?
Under. I just feel like their time. I think their time is coming to end. Well, it's not coming to end, but I think people are understanding their offensive scheme. Jamal Murray is potentially losing some of his light, and the West is just stronger all around. You know, Wemby's better. He has CP3. You know, CP3 is not a great player anymore. Well, he's not a great player at the moment, but he's still a good
You
player.
must say
He's
that
still
with
a
such
good player.
matter of fact.
He's still a
Like,
good.
Yeah.
He's still, he's
By
still,
the way,
yeah, that's
still,
so obvious.
he's still a good player nonetheless that can actually help Wemby. And then Jamorant is back, and Jamorant, the Grizzlies are going to be a threat. You cannot doubt it. So all in all, I just think those two teams alone, and then the other teams have been as strengthening the West. I think Nuggets are definitely going to be under, not by much, but it could be easy by one game, but they're going to be under in my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah. I'm going to see him. I'm going under as well. I don't think the Nuggets have to rely a lot on some young players to kind of fill the roles that have been left unfilled. They lost KCP this offseason. So the season before, when we came into the season, we were talking about Nuggets that go with Brown. So now they do the same thing again. So they component that now.
yep.
I mean, with Jokic as pretty much the best player in the league right now, he probably could carry that team to 50, 52, 53 games, maybe. But I feel that at some point they got to take a hit somewhere. So I think they got to be under on this one for sure.
That's fine.
Next team. Wait, Hans, you gave your prediction,
Oh
right?
yeah, I going under
All right, easy.
for all the right
Detroit
reasons.
Pistons. I know.
Wait, what
Pistons,
was theirs? 5? Was theirs 5?
22.5. Come on. I know the bad, but they ain't that bad.
I can.
They ain't that bad.
That's a
22 and a
five.
half.
Wait, boy. So Hakeem, if it was 5, you would go under 2, right?
That's it. Hans. That's it. Where you going, Hans? Under or over?
Who again? Pistons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pistons. Yeah.
I going under with the Pistons.
I'm going under as well
Where you
too.
going,
I
Hans?
wasn't actually clear, but I went under.
I going over on the
Actually,
Pistons.
actually, hold on. Sorry. The Pistons don't have a. To my knowledge, the Pistons don't have they don't really have a bad team. I think they have a new coach. There's just a matter of team chemistry, right? Could have Kate Cunningham and some other players. Nah, but they got 20. They got 22 last season. Last season
I
they
think they
got
got 20. Yeah,
14.
20 little.
Now they got 14 last season.
That's 14. Oh shoot!
Yeah.
I
Put them
thought they
under.
had about the 20 boy. I'm so
Yeah,
serious.
I keeping them under.
Nah, I going over on them, man. I don't think they can be that bad.
Anyway, y'all hilarious.
And they got Tobias Harris,
So
so they
what?
got some veteran presence at least to some degree. No, they may have anything so last year,
That
just barely on players.
that's locker room points, B. That is not. That ain't
But I think locker room points is at least translate to possibly 2 wins. 2. And I think from
Four,
internal development
14 plus
alone,
2. 14 plus 2,
all right,
16.
that's 16. 16. They didn't have
He's
Jalen Duran with most of the year last year. So I feel like he is actually a quite impactful player for their team. Jalen Duran. Kid was okay, but I think he was injured a little bit here and there as well. They had some few injuries, but with an extra year of individual development, I feel like Kid Cunningham, his development can elevate the team because I think he's a team raiser. He got that sort of game, kind of like LeBron S, Luka S type of game, in my opinion. A big guard that is distribute the ball well. So I think he could raise their ceiling with his own development, and then obviously the other players developing a little bit more as well. That could give you an extra 4 wins, 5 wins. Come on.
Mm.
Malik Beasley on the team too. They got some more shooting.
Mhm.
Malik McGee you one extra win. So I think they could get past 22.
brother. These men on the here. There's
Might be
no way they
23.
get a net. There's no. There's
Might be
no way they
23.
get. For 40
They get over on the Pistons though.
all the other
No,
teams
no,
stronger. Somebody gonna be under. Like all the other teams are basically stronger. Like, well, good side teams are stronger. They're under. There's no way they're under. But that's
don't
it.
worry, Hakeem. Let him convince himself they're going to be over. This
But
one
you see
game
the
plus
wins that I want to
one
predict,
game.
the
Yeah,
wins that Hansel predict the Nets can have can go to the Detroit Pistons
got you,
because
got you.
the Nets can be poor. So then how much have 2 or 3 4 games that the Pistons might play them, Pistons will beat Nets.
Mm.
Next team. Oh, there's a nice one. Golden State Warriors. 43 predicted to win 43 and a half games.
That sounds about right.
It does.
That sounds about right. But
To me too.
unfortunately, we don't got any evens here.
So you gonna
Golden
make it
State Warriors. Nah,
make it
boy,
who?
them I going over.
What you
I
saying,
going
Hats?
over.
I was just trying to think who they got. I don't remember they getting any player.
Got Buddy Hield, Kyle Anderson.
They got Buddy Hield. They just got Buddy Hield.
Yep. Yep. Um,
Dun,
who else they
dun,
got?
40.5.
dun, 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 dun,
We wish I had that song for you. We gotta put that in hands.
I
yeah.
putting them at under. Yeah, put them under. I think they're gonna end up 42, 41. I think they're gonna be a decent team. I think they're really gonna start clicking in the playoffs for the most part. I mean, that's a stretch that they don't that will be under. It can easily see them getting over, but I just feel like they're gonna click later on. Steph is gonna be great, but I don't
We
look
forgot
confidence
to
about
post this,
Hill.
but this is hilarious. Go ahead, Hakeem. Sorry.
So
Yeah, so he under for sure.
I can burn that jersey.
Under. Okay, got you. I mean, it's close. You really can't go too wrong with Golden State's over or under. To be honest.
Yeah, could they just replacing Klay for Buddy Hill, who's a better shooter at the moment now because he's in form. But I think that Buddy Hill is so hot and cold to me. Consistently, he's good. Well, no, that's not fair.
Come on, bro.
At the end of the season, he seems pretty stable in his metrics. But I'm not gonna say he shows up every game. So
Who shows up every game?
LeBron.
Don't tell me LeBron. Not- I can see that from 10,000 miles away.
But on a serious
10,000
note,
miles away.
on a serious note,
No, you gotta answer which LeBron right one. You gotta
I ain't gonna do that.
specify.
So yeah, so that's my take. Under.
I going over.
We got you.
I think they actually don't have a bad team. Once Draymond don't be
Yeah, it's a pretty decent. It's a pretty decent team. It's a pretty decent team. I don't know if Steph could do it all the time. That's all.
Yeah, I think their identity is going to be defensively. I think they have a fair amount of defenders. I don't. My only skepticism about them is Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins has been a big problem for them when it comes to availability. He has been so unavailable for nobody really knows what. But yeah, he need to. I don't know. So I remember he outside the basketball clearly. So I can. I given that his availability being shaky, I don't know, but maybe Steph. I think once Steph and Draymond be the players that we know that they could be, then they make the Warriors floor a lot higher than I guess one would instinctively think it would be right now.
You say floor?
Yeah.
Okay. So I
Well,
mean that them
floor and ceiling.
potential shrink. Because like if you raise your floor, then potential shrink, right? That's what you're saying.
I don't know if I say the wrong thing, but I just saying they can't be that bad. So I thinking that if you assume that they can be bad, then their floor will have to be very low. But having Steph and Draymond for sure raises your ceiling for sure, but
Mhm.
also considerably raises your floor.
Okay, so when you say floor, you talking about it as like starting point.
Yes.
Because right now my mathematical mind is saying that the range would dwindle. So like
Nah.
the potential. Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you.
Nah. Nah.
I got
Yeah.
you.
What can peak their ceiling is exceptional performances from their role players. So
Mhm.
Steph and Draymond can get you 40 wins. Those other 5 wins that we might expect to get over can come from instances where the role players step up and do well. You know?
So far they have. So let me keep moving.
Uh Houston Rockets
Over.
projected to win 42 and a half wins. Ooh.
Over.
Ooh. I was not expecting that.
I feel the Rockets are going to be better. I feel Rockets are on the upward trajectory right now. I have them over for sure.
I hear a man say a few minutes ago, but everybody getting better. So some of the, some of these teams
But
got lose.
I have been historically so far. I've been historically under. More I have said more unders than overs. So somebody go ahead over.
That's fair. Because I was just about to say that. I guess you just picking and choosing which teams you want to be over and which ones you want to be under.
It seems I see that have the potential and that have been on a good trajectory.
Yo, honestly, you can say everybody under and you guaranteed at least half to be right.
Not
Questionable.
really.
You can make your predictions that way. You can,
Questionable.
Not really.
mathematically speaking, you know what I mean?
It's not. It's not mathematically
I
sound,
think so.
but
Yeah, yeah.
No. If he choose everybody as under, half of the league or be under and the other half got be over. So
no,
I
sorry.
just saying.
You can have certain teams that are just dominating and taking away a good side of the overs. They not they win it.
Yeah.
But let's not digress.
Well, let's digress. Let's go on to the next
Wait,
team.
you
I
said
picked
you're
under for the Rockets. Yeah, under for the Rockets.
okay.
I didn't really want to go through a whole debate on way. Indiana Pacers, 46 and a half wins.
46 and a half wins
Yeah.
under.
What say you, Hans?
I say over.
Mm,
Indiana Pacers looking good.
mm,
Over.
mm. This one a little tricky for me. I think they got to be in the top 6 teams in the East. But I don't know if they could be hitting that 46 mark.
They're probably the top. I would say them top five.
Boston,
Knicks,
Knicks,
Cavaliers,
Cavaliers, Sixers,
Pacers.
Bucks. Ooh, Ooh. I
Uh,
want. Let me hurry up to get Milwaukee. I pick it under on the Pacers. Los Angeles Clippers.
that's under for
Los
me.
Angeles Clippers.
I don't. I think
What's their number?
this should be a consensus under 42.5. It don't matter what that number was. I would pick it under.
5 under.
Pick it under.
Because they
Hakeem
lost. They
Clippers.
I will
lost.
say.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
Well, they may
Saying 'cause
lose
they lost.
Westbrook, but Westbrook
They lost
gone.
Westbrook. They
Lost
lost.
Paul George.
Paul. Who?
Yep.
Paul George.
Where Paul George gone? I missed this one.
How can you sleeping?
Thursby, Hakim on
Yeah,
a
what?
snooze, boy.
You were?
Hakim on a continuous
Yo.
snooze.
Yo.
You might hit me with the
I can't believe it.
Hakim brain still loading, dog. Hit it again.
But this might get traded. I see, man. Nah, I must have missed this one. I was in football mode. Seriously.
Dog.
When did this happen?
That is hilarious.
That was the biggest thing in the all season.
This is information. Nothing. I did not hear about this at all.
Fam, you gotta retire after this one. You gotta retire after this one, bro.
Yo,
Paul George is a Philadelphia 76er.
I see. No, I mean I googled it already. But
in my head.
actually, yes, I remember this. He was talking. Yes, he was on TNT with Shock, with Shock and Charles were talking about and B giving me the A's. That's right. Forgot about that. My bad, man. My bad. Yeah, Clippers under.
You sleeping too?
Yeah, Clippers under for sure.
I understand.
Clippers
I understand what going on with these
under.
NBA people.
Yeah, so yeah,
Clippers
Steve
under.
Bama has to feel like a fool. I don't care what anybody tell me. Steve Bama give us the world, the sun, the moon, the universe, for what? For conference finals.
Hold them for one season. I was like, you know,
I mean, they had a lot. Paul George was there for a while, but probably about 4 years. No, yeah, 4 seasons probably.
5 maybe.
Yeah, 4 or 5. These men achieved nothing.
Yep.
But yeah,
And
Clippers
Kawhi
under.
injured again.
Kawhi always injured.
What I can say, the Clippers might be one of the best defensive teams in the league. Truthfully, they got some good defensive players, but I know Harden got to be turned back into 2016, 2017 Harden. They need to have any level of offense, and they really got the offense. So,
I think
to them.
what Harden should do is like just cut the beard and let grow back while he playing, so that is like a symbol of revamping.
You think they help them get any more rings?
Beard is back. You know what I mean? Like beard gone for now. Beard is back.
He's had too many shots without the chaser. So right now he can't even move. He just in a bad state. Literally. But yes, Clippers under.
All right, on to the next LA team, the purple and gold. You know they get my hockey full. What? No.
I feel like he was trying to do a little bit different this season.
No. I can't believe it. No.
I feel like Hakim trying to do this season.
Oh my god!
This team as this team doesn't go much better. I don't know what's it. It's seeing down roster basically. They have no faith in this team to improve.
You got two LeBron James. Me, what you?
This team has no chance of getting a higher position. Well, this team is a championship team. When they were there lock in, yes, once they get in playoffs, they're deadly. they can lock in for 7 game series. Anything can happen. But as far as it comes to a league format, this team has no chance of getting any better than what I think it is. They're probably gonna finish 6 or 7 for these in the league. I call it a day. If they finish better, I'm happy. I'm always happy. But these men ain't improved the
Are
roster.
you though? Are
These,
you?
if these men finish above 6 or 6 or above, or the playing tournament, I'd be very happy. These men are improved the roster at all. But hey, they're a championship team at any day. They're a championship team, and I think once they get in to playoffs, I think they're capable of going toe to toe with any team in the West, even in Nuggets.
It can't be, man. Man, no, do all of that. They have to come and say.
But I already said they're a championship team. They're a championship team. They lock in, and they're
I
not
should
league
be
team.
hot and cold in the same sentence.
They cannot.
Even earlier, he was talking about Bronny James as a good prospect for the Lakers.
He might as well get profit. He a game changer. He ain't carrying the team. Feel this says,
Bro, all of you comments just don't line up in the same trajectory.
brother, you're hearing it properly. They're gonna struggle in the league, but when they make the playoffs, because they will make the playoffs, they're gonna be a threat against any team they play. They're a championship team. They can lock in for 7 games and lock in and execute. But as a league format, as a whole, they're not gonna do better than what 42, 41. If they get better, I'm happy. I don't see it. I already said the West better. Jamron is back. Hopefully, Grizzlies still good. The Rockets better. I expect the Spurs to be better. These men hit. The Dallas should be better. Golden State is better. These men in Porter. These men getting 40 wins or 39.
The man was digging for goal and
Me too,
Cardi hit limestone.
13 more like 10, 5. The man no blame the man so bad I thought what is a championship?
Yeah. You know how Hakeem is. When it comes to the Lakers, he can't let it go at all. So what's your final prediction?
We got bamboozled.
You said you were saying, right? You said 42 wins, right? 45.5. They're under. Probably get 42, 41. I had no under though.
I going under as well. Coming back down to earth a little bit. Yeah, I actually agree with what Hakeem's saying. They didn't really get much better otherwise. They had the great season from LeBron and AD last year, and they still didn't get anywhere. And LeBron and AD played pretty much the whole season, and they still they kind of barely make it. Well, not barely. They make it the playoffs. Had to go through the playing. And as Hakeem said, the West got better. They 2 of them games can go to Jamorant and Victor Wembanyama to some degree. I can't see how they could get like 44 wins, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't see them
Kings
passing
got
that
better
44.
too.
They can
Sure,
be above
that's
500,
debatable.
but not by much.
That's on a we'll wait and see type of schedule, right? When it comes to the Kings. Anyways,
But hey, if we get Zach LaVine,
what can happen?
Who gets Zach LaVine?
If we Lakers to get Zach LaVine, we going up.
Going up where?
Going up to the top.
Of what?
Who you getting Zach LaVine for? Let me hear this.
I can't work that magic. I ain't Rob Pelinka. Look, he go work that. But right now, that was to happen. I would cheer Bronny. Bronny go LeBron understands.
How this potential.
He still got it.
But
I still got it.
I agree, you know, Hakeem. Like just
he still has it. That's the way
work out your potential somewhere else, and then
he still has it. He still has it.
He
still has it. That's why we train him. That's why we train him. Got the potential. But honestly, anybody could go. I would probably. I don't want to spend too long on this, but
I don't know.
Any start first round pick we have can go. Any.
The Brady got any in first place.
I know, but any we have can go. we already capitalized on the fact that Zach LaVine wants out, so we can take him off the Bulls'
Now,
hand.
he ain't want out yet. He ain't want out just yet. He just gotta get like 4 weeks into the season and see the man win.
That man needs out.
Let's call it 3 and 10.
Matter of fact, I would take Lonzo Ball, cripple Lonzo Ball right now. I would take him. I would take Lonzo Ball right now. I take Lonzo Ball
over D'Lo.
No, not over, because Lonzo's not healthy. But Lonzo could lead the backup troops until he gets healthy, and then when he gets healthy, D'Lo hit the bench. D'Lo come as a super sub. You know that energy guy. That way we want D'Lo to be. But
that's not bad in their theory.
Yeah, but Lonzo is not healthy, so let him work his way up. I said lead the second troops, get him there, and hopefully by game 40, game 50, legs back, good to go, come in fresh for the playoffs. Problematic. I'll take Lonzo right now. Actually, give me Lonzo over Zach LaVine. That's a fair trade. Not even a fair trade. That's a fair get. Let me get Lonzo Ball.
All right.
He knows to play. He already knows how to play with LeBron. They did well together until before LeBron got injured. So yeah, I think that's a good lineup there. I'll take that.
Memphis Grizzlies projected to win 45.5 wins.
Whoa! That's a little high. How they get that high? Because Jam around back.
Wait. How can we really is? Don't forget Jam around back.
I know, but I mean like because he's about to get 45 automatically. Nah, a little high, brother. Nah, burn that down. Burn that down a bit. Burn that down. Under.
You would take Ja Morant. This is my favorite player. No, man, keep talking about, oh boy, Ja Morant.
Yeah, but not 45 wins. 45 wins under.
But 45 is like barely breaking 500 B.
I know, and I agree. Under.
Got you.
I always bet against the Grizzlies, and the men is coming out outperforming, so I just can't bet.
No. So you bet against them now. Don't stop the trend.
Ain't gonna work every time. And they will always be wrong.
Right. So that's what I want. Because as soon as you do that, I can bet over.
Not doing it. I bet it over for Grizzlies. I can't do it again. I bet under on them too many times, and I lose. So I got bet it over. That's
right now, I don't believe in these teams, but I got real unders.
See, boy, I be doing it tonight, boy.
I already brought this to your attention, but
yeah, by then it was pretty even. No, again, once I did.
It is what it is, bro. Everybody give me under. It don't make a difference. I go in with under for the Grizzlies as well. Like Hakeem, say, whoa, that's a bit too high. Calm down, that 45 or how much ever it was.
Don't forget 46 is still over 45, so 45 and a half.
Hey, under. Ain't working with that.
Miami Heat. 44 and a half wins projected. You go first, Hans.
Under.
What you say, Hans?
Jimmy Butler was injured majority of last season, correct?
Yeah, like every season.
No.
He's always beaten.
And that's not that long though. I feel like last season was majority.
He's always be in and out, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Jimmy Butler. How many games he played in the last couple of seasons?
I'm gonna go over Miami Heat. Yeah, go over.
Come on. Jimmy Butler. I want to say under, but if he bomb can be a little bit better this year. See, he doing shooting some trees and stuff in preseason. Hopefully, he don't bamboozle with Ben Simmons. Uh, I'll go over. I said that I think the the East is going to be better, so they got more good teams. Jimmy Butler played 60 games last season, so not terrible, but
That's
I
a
just feel
healthy
like
Jimmy Butler.
yeah. I think that's relatively okay. But even then we still got some. I think my thing with Jimmy Butler is he's go hot and cold in terms of how the Heat need him to perform for them to win more games. If you get what we're saying, sometimes he's
Yeah,
get very passive.
yeah.
Unless it's the playoffs. The only time that he's don't ever be passive is in the playoffs.
So and these shows
So
off the playoffs and yeah, basically yeah.
yeah. So I can go over because I think they gotta be more they gotta be better, a lot more good East teams to justify the Celtics losing more games. So I go over on the Heat.
How about you, Hakeem?
I think I already said over.
He already I thought you said under, to be honest.
Nah, not for Miami Heat, over.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
You want switch back to you, Hans, or actually want to call out the
Say again?
Okay, let me see.
yeah the Bucks.
We are Milwaukee Bucks. 51.5 is their prediction. What do say
Ah,
you? Move on.
I going under on the Bucks. Don't think they'll win 51 games. Might get a 50, but I going under there. Um, yeah, just sticking with my team. I don't think it's going to be far under from 50. I think there would be more than 45 for sure, but I just don't think they could be over 51.
Yeah. How about you, Rave? Hans? 51.
Under.
Under? It's very surprising, I must say.
How?
Both guys were under?
I I just relegate Bucks and brought up the team is now. I forget the team that I brought up.
Pacers.
Pacers, right? Indiana Pacers. I already get Bucks. That means that Bucks can go under.
I have the Bucks to be
They,
over.
I don't think they can get as lucky as they got last season. Last season they had a lot of lucky wins, in my opinion.
The Bucks are another team together. The coach, it's still have the same coach, right? Yeah. So they're another team, another year under his guidance, under his new methodology structure. Yeah, and this is gonna be furious, looking to reclaim his throne. It's, DM is gonna step up his game. I'm writing right
You would
now,
hope.
and
See you.
and
You would
all
hope.
in all, the Bucks are gonna be a force to reckon with. I don't have them to win the championship. It's a little too early, but I don't have them to win. But I do have them to have a better record for
The
sure.
most that can happen for Bucks is that Giannis and Dame can be all stars again, and that's it.
That's a lot, to be honest.
Not like then we just got good individual performances, but I don't think as a team them can go as far. But I digress.
The next team on this list is Minnesota Timberwolves. And let's start with you, Rayvon. You know this is your team, so which is the number is 52.5 wins. I'm curious, what do you say? I think that's a pretty low number if you ask me.
Low? I'll take it low. I think maybe a little bit high. But I'm gonna smash the over on it. I think that reason being, I think that Anthony Edwards can take another jump. It almost inevitable at this point. I think he's gonna be a lot better this year. I seen it already in preseason how he's moving off the ball a lot more. Um, if Julius Randle, if I know he's stressing on the if Julius Randle could just come, I want Julius Randle to come and play kind of like Sabonis to some degree. Julius Randle is a good playmaker. You relax out there, Autumn. You relax. Julius Randle, I want Julius Randle to come in and play like Sabonis. You know, score a little bit of points, score like 17 points a game, but distribute the ball, be like the offensive hub facilitator type of guy. If he could do that, if he could give me 17 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists, Julius Randle, I will turn from your number one hitter to your number one fan. You heard it here. If not, I feel like that ceiling, that above 52 ceiling is capped. I'm still going to hit the over on it because I believe in Anthony Edwards. So far, the Dante DiVincenzo has looked really, really good on the team. So I hit the over on this team.
Hans,
My team.
we're one at over. What do you have?
I got
52.5.
over just because I don't think that they're gonna lose as many leads as they are accustomed to losing. Just because Cat is like Cat used to be their momentum shifter in a sense,
Killer.
downward
Say.
trajectory, especially when he started getting foul trouble. So
Correct.
my prediction is over. They got a rapid fire hothead in DiVincenzo. I ain't really even going on the Julius Randle angle. I already know he can be the, fighting for the best number 6 man for this season. So we will see. We will see what happen or become of that. But I'm going over on the Wolves.
And for me, I am going over. I think they're a force to reckon with. Obviously a greater force than last season, and I expect big things from this team. This is probably one of my favorite teams in the NBA right now, outside of Lakers. It's definitely one of my favorite players right now, more than Jason Tatum. So, yeah, definitely
Funny
going with
enough,
the over.
another point to add to that, I just think they're a very deep team. Like even if injuries happen, you just got a bunch of players that could play. They just got a deep team. Right now, it's trouble figuring out who can actually play. Truthfully,
Yeah, yeah.
so,
So
wait,
this team
and
is
we see
loaded.
preseason. And Julius Randle played for the preseason, and the team already look damn good already. I would say.
Yeah, because 6 man of the year move up, he get promoted. So Julius Randle got hold that seat.
No, man,
Cap.
you expect to nah.
You know, bet you
Nas
Julius
coming off
Randle.
the bench, B.
Now it's gonna be another 6 man a year.
Exactly.
Moving on to the New Orleans
Let
Pelicans,
me see.
we have 46.5. I think that's very optimistic if you ask me. But 46.5 for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Not really. I'm going over.
Pelicans are a hard team to predict.
I
Pelicans are
I,
a
I
hard
got
team.
I going over on Pelicans.
I can go the over too
Hans has
because I think
over.
Zion coming in with a different type of mentality and stuff like that. Coming off of that playing game, he looked really good. He got injured, but he looked really good. I think that he needed that season to show him what he needs to do. So I think Zion gonna be more locked in. They already got a pretty good defensive team for the most part. I don't see where they can. I don't see they got good shooting. They got Pelican is one of the most like balanced teams when you look at roster construction. For the most part, I would say their center play is a little bit lacking, but roster construction they got a little bit of something. They could be very dynamic in how they put up their lineups and stuff like that. So I think they have a pretty good team. I go the over on them.
Hmm. I think I'll have to join you guys and say over.
Balance out your
Only,
predictions. Yeah.
only because last season Zion I can't remember how many games Zion played, but he was still injured obviously like normal.
Mhm.
But this time around, I mean he always looks fit in the his summer videos to be honest.
Mhm.
But last year they did get 49 wins. I think it was 49 wins they got last year, despite all their troubles. So for a team to still get 49 wins and Zion is supposedly healthier, back in shape, or more in shape, 46 is ultimate is pretty, pa- conservative in my opinion. So yeah, I'm definitely going over for sure.
All right.
Next team, New York Knicks at 52.5. New York Knicks. Hans, let's
Okay.
start with you first on this one.
Over. Easy.
Let me hear your thoughts. Over easy.
Easy.
2.5. Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Optimistic there.
Top three team in the East.
I I'm leaning. I want to say over, but what scares me about the Knicks is their lack of depth to some degree. If any of those guys get injured in the starting lineup,
I know Tibbs is a serious workaholic.
I going under. I going under for the
Under.
Knicks.
Okay.
They can still be a top 5 seed, but I going under.
New York Knicks 52.5. I'm going over. I feel like Julius Randle was missing last season, and with the addition of Karl Anthony Towns, I feel this team's gonna be better. Uh, Karl Anthony Towns been pretty healthy, in my opinion, historically speaking. So I have them as over.
Oh.
Oklahoma City Thunder 55.5. Hans, going right back at you again. What do you say? 55.5.
Okay. See, they did really well last season. Can they repeat? Is my only question. Hmm. That's actually, yeah, over. Over. I think because Nuggets made another trade mistake, some of those games are going to go over to a better team. So I got OKC as over.
Okay. Right?
I got over pretty on the OKC. They got they added some lineup versatility with the additions of Alex Caruso and Isaiah Hardenstein, so they could play to more matchups now. That was one of their weaknesses last year. They could only play one way because they were a very small team. No, they have the flexibility with Hardenstein in the lineup to be able to play against bigger teams like Lakers. Well, not Timberwolves, no, but yes, I guess you could kind of call Timberwolves and now when Julius Randle is playing, pretty big player. Um, Grizzlies ish, yeah, with Jaron Jackson and Zach Edey. Like the East got a lot. I mean, the West have a lot of two big tandems, so they can now play that style if they choose. They have optionality. So I think that will only make them better and more diverse, harder to guard, harder to play against, better defensively, especially with Caruso on the team now. You know, Caruso and Ludart on your on defense. Like the guards in the West can be in trouble. And Hardenstein is a good defensive big as well. So like their defense is going to be a lot better as well. So I think they're going to be the best team in the West.
Best in the
Oh, yeah.
West.
Very good reasons. Well, I'm going to say they're under. I just feel as if they're not going to be able to replicate last season. I'm not saying they're not going to be a good team, but I just think they're going to get some upsets. Small margin, of course. They might still end up at like a 52, 53, but I have them being under. And that's my take for the Oklahoma Thunder. So I'm going to pick up the pace a bit now. Orlando
Yeah.
Magic, 47.5. Some quick rapid fires. Rayvon, what says you?
Under one of my favorite teams, but well, one of my favorite players on the team, Paolo. But I still don't know if KCP is enough to really boost their offense, and I think that's still where they really need to make a big jump. I don't really see it happening, but they could surprise me. I go under.
Hans?
Under, buddy. That's really
Clean
good.
sweep. Clean sweep because I'm going under as well.
Under.
Yeah, under for sure. Philadelphia 76ers. Paul George is now on this team. Hot topic. What about you, Hans?
Let's see.
52.5.
How much?
52.5.
That's a tough get. That's a pretty tough get. Actually, it's possible, but it's a tough get. I don't know. Pass to you, everyone. No, just kidding. I can go with slightly over. Slightly over. Big over doesn't matter. Over. Over for
Okay.
Philadelphia 76ers.
Right.
I
Passing the
going
ball to
under.
the under.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't think
And I'm going
Embiid
under
can stay healthy. Don't
mhm,
think Paul George can be healthy. Enough either.
an injury riddled team.
Yep.
That's
You got two
unattractive.
injury riddle star players, so I don't see.
Trouble.
I don't
Trouble
see.
all around. And I'm going under as
Yeah.
well too for that same reason. Phoenix Suns 46.5. Hands
Slightly under.
slightly under. Okay.
But
Three.
slightly.
Slightly under.
They're not here. They're not here.
What's your 0-1?
Going under. I don't. I think they have done a little bit better to address the issues. They could very well end up with one of the best offenses in the league, and my prediction looks stupid, but I don't know what they did moves they needed that much. They did win 47 games last season, I think. So thinking about it right now, it kind of is a dump pick. Actually, yeah, I won't change it to over.
Over. Okay.
Yeah, I going over.
All right. So 2 unders and 1 over. Moving
As
on
we
to
like
the
to see.
Portland
Competition.
Trail Blazers. 22.5. Portland Trail Blazers. Right?
I'm going under. I
Under.
haven't really got to explain much about that. Yeah,
Under. Okay.
I'm trying
I'm
to
going.
revive.
I'm going over for that. I think it'll be over. Might get 23 wins, so I'm going over. Hands.
Y'all make killing me with this. Under, buddy.
Under.
The
big-
Detroit.
The big question mark now. San Antonio Spurs, 35.5 wins. Let's start with you,
You count
Raven.
them up that far?
35 point, and
I don't think it's not. It's not CP. Exactly.
Maybe put us on weight to weight some
I don't think
size.
it's CP. I'll go the over on this,
Over. Whoa. Okay.
but not. I don't think that it can be over 35, but I don't think it can be much over. I think they might get like 38 wins or something like that. 38, 39. They might get to 500 or just below 500, but I don't think
Hands.
they.
That's optimistic. I definitely going under.
You
I
what?
don't feel like they're going to move up that much. Yes,
That's
they're going
tough.
better, but to move from 22 to 35 wins, I don't see it. I don't know
That's
who
tough,
they've added
man.
to their team other than CP3. They could get to 30 wins, 32, but 35 wins, that's a huge jump. I don't see it. I do not see it.
We can either see Lob
Uh,
City or we can see
No, we see Lob City,
Spurs
but they
as
still get
last
beat.
year.
I think
Okay,
Maybe
under
can be
anyway.
playing at an MVP type level this year. I feel like he averaged like 20 something last year in his rookie season. I feel like he might come out average like 25 a game this season easily. 10 rebounds, 4 blocks. I think those are numbers. At least he's a team raiser in a different way, in my opinion. He's just do a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he can do a lot and then can go nowhere. Like Hakim would say, wasted calories.
I going over. You got 4 more teams left.
Sacramento Kings, 46.5.
Send it to Hans.
Are they the forbidden? Are they the forgotten team in the West? Hands, I would suggest it to go
Under.
to you.
I just think the number slightly high, but I still think they'll do well. I still think they'll break 500. Got good offense, great defense. I think they'll do well.
I know
Right.
their defense being great, but
Got good defense. Watch and see.
I don't know the defense being great, to be honest. But I feel that I got a lot of West teams under. So somebody got to be over. I don't know if it could be the Sacramento Kings, truthfully, but also the options I left, I think they may be. Yeah, the Lakers can't beat Sabonis, so I get over.
All right, over. I'm gonna also go over. I feel like the Kings had a down year last year, and it wasn't even a bad year. Just down from what they did the year before. With Mike Brown as a coach, but I think they're going to have a slightly upward trajectory, and the Aaron Fox is going to continue being great. Sabonis, so over for me when it comes to the Sacramento Kings. Moving on to the former champions of the East and of the NBA, Toronto Raptors at 13.5.
That's a crazy intro.
Might just hype them up.
Is it LA though? Is it LA? Still former champions.
It's not LA, but that's definitely not the same team. That's for sure.
30.5. Rayvon.
You go first, Hakeem.
I going under in this one.
Okay. I don't want to see Hakeem go first. First on Raptors.
I feel like the Raptors ain't got a terrible team, but I didn't really know where they're going with them team, to be honest. I mean, you don't know. It's just to be saying bad. They might win 33 games. Actually, somebody got win 30 something in the East. I ain't really got nobody winning 30 something. So let me go the Raptors over.
Not necessarily, Remember, Celtics had 62, so some boy could take more losses than usual too.
Nah, but that's what he's saying. The East gonna be better this year. So you Celtics ain't winning 50, ain't within the 60 games.
Better for the up top, but that don't include the Raptors, buddy.
Yeah, but it might include one of the Raptors games.
Change you pick.
I get over.
Right on.
Hans?
Right on, brother. And there's what?
I just can't say there's your hometown team.
Bro, I went to watch them and was against them, so I don't know. I don't know what hometown team you're talking about.
That's hilarious. And I'm going under. I think that's it for me. Definitely under Toronto Raptors. Moving back to the West.
Minnesota's been that stink for a long time.
Pardon me? Yeah, well, you never know. You never know. But Utah Jazz, 28.5.
Them entire team. Coach, team, everything.
20.5 Utah Jazz. I am going with...
I'm going over.
Yeah, I think it's hard.
Yeah, I want to go over.
Yeah. We got a lot of overs here.
I got a lot of stretch. Hans, you see you going over, Hans?
Over.
Yeah, everybody going over.
Over. All right.
That music.
And last and least, we have Washington Wizards.
You ever got to answer? What's the answer for that?
22.5.
Actually, last for them would be team that come on, win 30 games.
22.5.
Hakeem, I rate it, dog. I rate it. I rate it. Under for me.
Under.
Yo, I never thought I would hear it in life. I never thought.
I am going.
That is crazy.
I went under.
Come on.
It was tough. It was tough. I don't think they could have gone any much worse than 15 wins last season. But they could get better and still get 20 wins. So, or 21. So yeah, I have them at under still. And that concludes all the teams within our under and over prediction for the NBA 2024 to 2025 season. I hand it back over to you now, Hans.
Thank you. Thank you for the sweet transition. That was fun. That was I needed that laugh. Thanks, Hakeem. Really appreciate it. I think this is going to be an exciting season. I think at some point we're going to revisit this and be like, hey, I really sleep on this team, or yeah, this team doing worse than I thought they would have, and stuff like that. So it's good to get these predictions out there. NBA season start next Tuesday, people. So stay locked in, stay tuned. Definitely Hastrobros will be tuned as well. So be on it, be on the lookout. F1 coming up, 6 more races to go, 3 sprints. It's gonna be epic. We got a title race going on. It might seem like a far-fetched get for Lando in some aspects, but hey, we got a possible 2021 repeat happening. So look forward to that. Anything else from you, Ray, before we log out? Say it.
No, I think that's from me. But I think going down to the wire for the F1 season, that would make it fun again. I think that would build the anticipation for the next season as well. So we get some more people on board. Who knows? Maybe we might be having a F1 centric stream come next year.
Goals. But yeah, if there's nothing else that you guys have to say, peoples, thank you so much for joining us. Shout out to you, Patrick King. Shout out to Autumn, Mariah. Shout out to everybody who joined us on the stream today. Shout out to you guys as well. Ray.
Give a round of applause.
Hey, after those back people, we back again. We here, we live. Almost every Monday, if something don't go right, we won't be, but we're hoping like all the teams in the NBA, everything goes right for this season. So hopefully we can stay healthy and stay on stream. So thanks again for joining us. Hastrobros out. We will see you next time, peoples. Peace.